Hello my loves, today I'm going to attempt to stretch to a 6 gauge. I'm currently at an 8 gauge. I tried to stretch up to a 6 gauge 3 times already because I've been taping it, so I thought I could size it up before 4 weeks, but it's been almost 5 weeks. 6 gauge just seems like a difficult size, so we'll see how things go. I just went to off the fan because the fan is bothering me. This is the naked lobe. It looks good. It sounded really creepy saying that. I just got a feeling that this is not gonna go through again. Yeah. I wonder why though. It's going through. Ow, but it's painful. Oh my goodness, I don't think it's... Holy shit, it's through! It was a little bit painful just now. It stung a little bit. But then I let it rest for a few seconds, as you can tell, I think. And then it just slid right through, like that. And I'm experiencing no pain now. But I'm not looking forward to the insertion of the tunnels, because that is going to hurt. Let me do it the other ear, and hopefully things will go right. By the way, saying that I tried stretching up 3 times and it failed, meaning I didn't even try to, how do you say, get it through. I just see where it stops, and it happens that it stopped before it reaches half the taper, so I decided it's not a good idea to continue since it's before 4 weeks. So, you know, that's just not safe. In case people will think that I tried shoving it through and it didn't work. This, I think, is probably the worst stretch ever, man. I don't know how to deal with this. I'm so sorry if you can't see what's going on. Is this where it gets bigger? It's in. Ow! It is stinging a little bit. Let me tell you, I'm just gonna take a break. Holy shit, this is the worst stretch ever. In the video where I was stretching up to an 8 gauge, you can tell, or I did mention that I felt it when I pushed the tunnel in this ear through, because there's this part. Let me just get the bigger size for you to see it. I'm just gonna take the 4 gauge taper and explain to you how it felt like. So this is the 4 gauge taper. As you can tell, there's an obvious change in size right at where the 4 gauge is, if it is even going to focus. There, you can tell there's a huge, like a jump to another size. And that is where, if it pops right through, that is where it stings. And then after that, after a few seconds or a few minutes after you leave it there for a while, for it to get used to that sudden size up, it will obviously stop stinging, and if it doesn't, you got to get it out and, you know, go back to your normal size. Currently, right now, it's in stress, so you feel like an aching sensation. It's not as bad as when you get your ears pierced, but for now, it is what it feels like, just not as bad. Taping it while you're trying to stretch it out with taper will help you, because that's what I did, and I believe it's gonna hurt way more if I didn't use the taping method in between to help it size up. This ear is still in stress. It's kinda hard, but it will be alright. This is how far I went with the taping. I believe I wasn't far away from 6 gauge. It's just the sudden size difference, the jump in the size from the taper that is causing it so much stress. And the battery is running low, but I'm just going to give it a little touch and come back when I put the tunnels through. So I've waited for about 1 hour plus. It's still kind of achy, but I'm just gonna put this in first and see whether if this one will go through or not. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna wait longer. Shit, this is painful, man. It's stinging again. So happened was I put the tunnel in for this ear, and then I tried to do this even though it's aching still, and it failed, so I couldn't get it right through, and I decided to pull it out, reinsert the taper, wait for a little longer. But when you are in pain, you get frustrated or annoyed more easily, so I waited only for half an hour before I tried to put the tunnel in again. So I did this the same way I did this, which is when it's half quarter or 3/4 in, I wiggle my way through carefully and slowly, very carefully and slowly, because I don't want to, you know, like just shove it through. This ear is kind of still stressing out, so I'm just gonna let it come down. I'm really happy and excited. I know you can't tell that I'm up to a 6 gauge now. It's just that I don't want to be overly excited only to find out that my ears will give me trouble the next day when I wake up. I will be uploading this video maybe a week later, so I can take that time to, you know, see how my ears are taking it, if they can heal themselves, or I gotta downsize back to an 8 gauge. So, yep.